Hi all, welcome back to Europa Universalis, playing the ambitious Margrave solo scenario. This is my part 5. So it's our turn, Brandenburg's turn. I have had 2 or 3 comments from Martin, who's followed a lot of my videos in the past. So try to straighten me out on 2 or 3 things. First of all, this is from part 2. He says he's got these time stamped if you want to check the YouTube video just to look it up yourself. At the 1 hour and 13-minute mark. I believe that Austria bot should gain 2 bot power from passive trade and move its merchant to Saxony. And he's got the link reference solo page 4. And yeah, he's quite right, of course. I thought the bot had to be in the node for it to benefit from that passive trade situation. So when we trade, or even if the bot trades, I think if the bot trades and it's in, it would have to be in our node. I don't think we get to move, do we? I think it's just a bot thing. So page 4, you said page 4, yeah. Where is it? Bot trade. Bots trading. Bots trade is no. Humans trading. Yes, that's right. So when a human player takes a trade action, eligible bot realms, see main rules page 34, may collect passive trade income as follows. In a maritime trade node, all bots gain 2 bot power for main map nodes and 3 bot power for distant nodes. So that's if they've got ships. That's if it's out in the sea, or if it's one of the distant, what are they called, distant areas, or the ones off on that map to the side. And then the other one, the one that's relevant to this situation, in an inland trade node, all boats gain 2 bot power if they also have at least 1 town adjacent to the selected node. So the node was Saxony, where we traded. Oops. And you can see that the bots have a town in an adjacent area here. They have an adjacent area to Saxony. I think that is that only one actually. And then it says at the bottom, a bot is not required to have a merchant present in a node in order to collect passive trade income from it, but will move its merchant to that trade node once it collects trade income. And then it mentions if the human player has a mercantilism idea, you reduce the bot income by 1. So what would have happened was his merchant would have moved to here. Now they don't exhaust, they just can keep moving about, I think. And they would have got 2 bot power. So that's a gain of 2 bot power. That doesn't come from their spent bot power, does it? I don't think so. I think we dealt with that already. We've already gained bot power. It's on the front page, I want to say, Grant. Maybe it's not. There's a bit in here where it tells you, isn't it? When it says gain. I know it's here. I just want to read it. Hang on. Yeah, it says in the front page, gained bot power is taken from supply and placed in the available bot power area on the bot map. And I think this gets reset at the end, at the beginning of the next round anyway. So that is going to be an extra 2 bot power for the Austrian bot. Now that would have happened some time ago, but I want to say it was no effect. Although that would have gave them the same situation as Denmark. Remember, Denmark checked their bot power and found it was high enough to do something else. I think that was a different action though, wasn't it? That was when Denmark... I want to say, did they not upgrade their town or something like that? Because it came to a box in the flowchart where it said, does the bot now have... 10 or more bot power, and they happened to have that because they'd gained 2 But I don't think the Austrians went down that area. It's just, obviously, if they did, if they were in that same situation, I can't even mind which one it was. What have we done? We've not done defend. It was event. It was the event. So the Austrians haven't taken their event yet. It was that one there, wasn't it? Because then we done the event, and I thought we were all done. Sorry about the glare, can't really avoid it, just hang. And then we resolved the secondary effects in the event. Then it comes to this box. Does it have 10 plus bot power and less than 8 large cities? And I thought, oh, right, we've got more to do then. So obviously now 3, 6. Well, actually, how's it only got 8? I know why it's only got 8. It's actually only got 8 because it's spent 2 already, and the other one is here, isn't it? You actually track that one there. So, and yeah, I forgot. I don't know if I mentioned this. This focus goes on here now. If they end up with, I want to say, is it 2? I think you play. This is something that. So what is that? The focus action. I think there's a difference between how hard you want to make this one. I think we're just going to go for normal. Or is that not this one, maybe? Yeah, it says now has 2/3 in this focus area, and it's got a wee number 3, and it says depending on the chosen difficulty level, see page 2. Well, we're just playing on normal difficulty level. I'm just playing on normal, which means that the bots gained, in phase 4 of each round, they're going to gain 7 bot power. It's going to cost them 2 in the focus area to score the milestone. And then there's some other ones as well. There's a couple other ones about declaration of war and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, that should have happened. So, well, it's good to know. Like I said, these are the things that I need pointed out to me, so that I'm going to go forward with them. I did think that, but I shouldn't have just assumed that, and maybe should have looked more into that. But there's going to be a few little things like that. And Martin brings up 2 or 3 more points that I'm not quite getting right, but this is good to see. So the next one was, there's 3 other points just to mention and make some adjustments to. So this is from part 3. So the 37-minute and 45-second mark. Hungary non-player realm consists of 2 areas. So I never thought about this, and this area, I want to say I'm now understanding it, I hope. This is Royal Hungary, and this is the Hungarian plain. Now I got the other map out, and the reason I got the other map out was I couldn't find the capital, but the capital's in here. Pest is the capital, I was hunting the other map as well, but this stretches into the other map, and that stretches as well, and that's why you've got the little +1s coming across. But I never considered this, and what Martin said is that they consist of 2 areas, so I believe you should add all their provinces when calculating tax income. So now we've not done anything about this yet, but just as a reminder, or have we done something? When the Austrians played the Alliance, then... Oh, he didn't mention that it wasn't... I'm just starting to wonder now, could they have done that then? Because we must have been counting their income as... 1, and there's another one here, 2, and then +1, 3, and in actual fact it should be another 2, 4, 5. So I was counting it as 3. Yeah, so it was a diplomacy action that Austria had done, and we got down. It doesn't have a marriage and an alliance, didn't have an alliance, does have 2 influence adjacent in any non-player realm adjacent to the bot. Select such non-player realm with highest tax income. Prefer non-player realm that's married to the bot. And I did have a question about that, about the fact that, do we check the tax income first before we then, let's just say both of them have got tax income of 4, but one of them's got married. But let's say one of them had a tax income of 5, and the other one's got 3 but is married. Do you still pick the married one, or do you pick the higher tax income? Still not that sure about that one. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think you could see that. You could read that either way, or is that just me? Maybe. So anyway, yeah. So what we're looking at, because they had, there was 2 cubes here and there was 2 cubes in here. Sorry, I'm not showing you that. 2 cubes here and there was two cubes in here. But this is the one where the marriage was. And I think to work that out, it was a 3. This had a tax income of 3. This is a 1. This is a 1. This is a 1. And I counted this as a 3. But however, as Martin's now pointed out, this should actually be a 5. So that would be the highest. So it would have still went there. And the alliance, and then it says alliance possible, requires the bot is at peace, has less than 3 alliances in play, target is at peace and not bot's ally. And any ally of target has fewer influence than bot in target's area. Right, none of that. So it still would have went and done the alliance, but okay, getting the information there that is both. And that helps out with some of the other head scratching I was having with capitals and that, because Pest is the capital. And although it's 2 areas, but it's all part of Hungary, which is a little bit confusing, but anyway. Okay. So then he says, 42.5 minute mark, I believe the idea is to place the influence in the area where the capital is. And of course, this is where I was placing the influence. And now I'll need to see, because we've got 4 in here and 1 in here, and I don't think that's right now. So let me see. Yeah, so at the time, there was 2 cubes in there. And this wasn't here. I'm going to take this off just now. I'm just setting it aside because let's just go through this properly. So now knowing that this is both the same area, because this gets placed in the capital. Well, this is the capital. So this is where this should go. Yuck. Right, I'll leave the +1 there. I'll leave it beside it there. That's fine. Yeah, it's in the capital, the actual alliance marker. So I don't know where this marriage marker is meant to be, or if it matters, but it's in this area rather than this area. But are these 2 areas considered? Well, like Martin's pointed out to me, they are both part of Hungary, so, which, fair enough, I'm getting that now. Anyway, so we place the alliance marker in the capital, and place the alliance marker on target's capital and add 1 influence there if there's space. So I put the influence in there at the time, so that influence should actually be in this area. And it does matter for some things, because they're different areas. It's just counting up the tax income and things like that. Thing is, there's a marriage and an alliance in Hungary. I don't think it's relevant to the area. I think these are both in the capital, if you like. I think this should be in here as well. But if you look at this, well, I'm saying look at the setup. It doesn't show you that, Grant, does it? It just tells you. So there you go, I'm maybe talking rubbish. So this marriage probably should be down here in Pest as well, the capital. So, and then his final comment is also related to this. So actually answer him with this, just finishing with a question though. So I say, and this is his comment on, I believe the idea is to place influence in the area where the capital is. Okay, so with the understanding that we're considering both areas as they're all part of Hungary, the alliance marker should be placed in Pest and the influence should be placed in the Hungarian plain. That's what I'm doing right now, but I'm just sort of asking that as a follow-up question. I believe that's what he's telling me there. And it makes sense if we're considering that as one whole... It's not one area, but that's where the capital is. So, and it does say place alliance on target's capital and 1 influence there if space. So that must be in that area. So then the final one, 56 minute and 45 second mark. He says, I'm thinking that they place the influence in alphabetical order. Yeah, and I got the alphabetical order later on with something, didn't I? So I was kind of head scratching. We were placing two. Let me see where I was getting this one from. Yeah, I was wondering where it was come from, and I think it's when we were doing the event. Remember, Denmark ran this event, so they selected the B option, and it said accept Hungarian monarchs. Austria loses 2 prestige, but gains 2 influence in any Hungarian areas. See, it's saying there in any Hungarian areas as well. So Hungary, although one country, is split into different areas. Now that could be different throughout as well, couldn't it? Well, yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, that to me is England, and there's 2 areas, but they're calling them different. They're calling them different names. They're getting Northumbria and East Anglia. And you know what, back in that day, that could have been slightly different. I wouldn't want to start going into that. So there could be other areas like this throughout the map. I'm not seeing any jumping out, but maybe there is. So we were to put these in any Hungarian areas. So, and then I thought, he's talking alphabetically, and I thought, yeah, that's what we should have been doing. Well, alphabetically, this is called Royal Hungary, and this is called Hungarian Plain. So alphabetically, Hungarian Plain beats Royal Hungary. So what I've finished off by saying, because again, he just says, I'm thinking that they're placing the influence in alphabetical order, but we're placing 2 cubes here. So I'm not sure if the first one should go in there, and the other one should go in there. And I don't think that's the case, so I'm putting them both in here. And that's what I've said to him, also leaving a couple of questions at the end there. Yeah, I think I make a choice like this later alphabetically. So I assume this is between Royal Hungary and Hungarian Plain. So should I add both influence to the Hungarian Plain? And that's what I'm going to do, but and we will see from there. Anyway, thanks for that, Martin. Good stuff. I want these comments made so that I grasp it. I also got a comment from somebody on BGG saying I think he's followed my videos before and have been helpful in him making these decisions about solo games and whatever, so that's good. I think this is a favourite of his games, so he's keen to see the video footage. And I was saying how it was a tough game and a big challenge. He pointed me to the fact that there's a Discord for this game, and that would be somewhere useful to go, because you're going to get answers right away, you know. I had that when I was doing the Fields of Fire, the bit of the playtesting for Fields of Fire. You know, if you did have a question, you thought, oh, right, and then I thought, right, we'll just go and ask in Discord, and more often than not, I got an instant reply, you know, or quite quickly. Whereas BGG, don't get me wrong, the support for this game is amazing, and you will get an answer no matter what it's about. You're going to get some answer. So you could just do it through BGG, but having the Discord would make it quicker. You know, if I needed an answer to a question where I wanted to keep playing right away and it was going to stop me, and then so that was a good idea as well. So I'll look into that. Okay, so it's our turn, and I've not got a clue what I want to do. Well, I think initially thought that last turn, before we realised that our event was available, that I was going to put some influence in here or here, assuming I can do that. I've not quite looked fully at the rules. I've got an influence in here, so I want to say I can maybe put influence in here, but I might be wrong. And then that way we get linked up to Champagne, and we get the use of that merchant there. The other things, I mean, yeah, there's the subjugate cards in the discard pile. We've not done the change national focus. We've got 1 administrative power, 1 diplomatic, 2 military. I think none of our cards, no, hang on. There was one. Yeah, I think we were talking about possibly just maybe discarding these 2 to do that, and maybe grab that subjugate card. And this is the other card that we had in our hand. I think I'd quite like to keep that one. I mean, it's 1 and 2 ducats to play. We're not bothered about that top bat. But I mean, appoint an advisor from the top 5 discards of any action deck and no additional cost. And or discard an action card to draw a new action card of any type. You know, that seems pretty good. Although, the cards that we're going to draw next turn, you're going to look at them and decide if you want to keep them, and you're going to have to pay ducats for them. So, the cards that you're going to get are probably cards that you're wanting to keep. So, yeah. And then you've always got that change natural focus. So maybe that second part of that card isn't as hot as I maybe at first thought. But picking the advisor from the top 5 discards seems pretty good. And we've got spaces for advisor and administrative and diplomatic. And you know what? There's one of them in each of them. So there you go. And yeah, if you take the diplomatic one, you're taking one of the subjugates. And I know there's 2 subjugates there, but I've already said that I think to get an annexed situation, you first of all need to use a subjugate card to vassalize whatever you're targeting, and then you need to do it again to annex. And one of the things I've been thinking, because initially we were thinking across here, and I've got 3 influence here now, but these have got a 3 tax income in there. There's 2 provinces though, which is nice, but 3 tax income. So I need to either have a royal marriage and 4 tax income, which actually that's what I've got, haven't I? But we've not got that royal marriage card. Maybe we should just persevere and wait for that to maybe happen next turn. We might be able to draw a royal marriage card. Yeah, why not? I think I'm starting to realise that things don't really go quick. Certainly not to start with. Not for the weakness that we've got. You know, quite a weak sort of realm to start with. Well, we've bolstered it a bit. We've got our event going. So, well, let's see about... Now, of course, the other thing to consider here is the first person that passes gets 5 ducats. But I'll tell you what, I can't see the bots passing anytime soon. They've got loads of bot power. So I think we should probably make the most. Now, other thing though, you do get to keep this power. Yeah, that doesn't get removed. So if I was to pass right now and we go into the next turn with that, we're then going to add to that 1 administrative from our leader. Right, you probably can't see that because it's glary. 1 administrative. We're going to add 3 diplomatic from our leader. We're going to have 3 military from our leader, and we're going to get another 1. You can probably see that one from this advisor. So you know, that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I'm wanting to just pass now. I don't think. I think we should set up this trade thing. I think we should do the influence bit. So let's find out how to what is it? Gain influence, maybe? Probably. Right, what have I got there? I'm missing the play rate. Where is it? There it is. We want influence, yeah. So page 15 in the rule book. So we'll want to see how we go about that, I think. Right, been away and pause there for a couple of hours, but back now. So we were going to do this influence action, hopefully. So it's a diplomatic action. Bear in mind we've got 1 diplomatic power. Now here's the other thing that could cause trouble with us. If we do want to change our national focus and grab one of these subjugate cards, it's going to cost a diplomatic power to do that. Now we only have 1 at the moment. I'm also just thinking I thought this card was really good as well. I mean, should I be considering maybe grabbing this just now? It's still 4. I mean, it is still 4 monarch power, isn't it? It's like going to cost 2 administrative and then 2 of the matching type of the idea to get. It does make it easier to do it that way, though, doesn't it? And then we score 1 extra. Yeah. I don't know. I think we need to work on these subjugate cards. I think we need to try and get them. Yeah. I think we do. So if we do spend this diplomatic right, hang on though. Oh no. Because influence says right, let's work out the influence action first. So it's 1 diplomatic power or 3 ducats per influence. But you've got to pay 1 for the first he plays, and then either 1 more or 3 ducats. Now we've got 15 ducats, so we're okay regarding spending some money for them. You may place influence in areas adjacent to any of your towns, royal marriages, alliances. Sorry, that's not marriages, that's vassals. Towns, vassals, alliances, royal marriages, or influence. Good. That were at the that were there at the start of your turn. Well, yeah, we've not added any influence towns or anything like that. The only thing we did was upgrade our small town into a large town. Well, not technically true. If it says the start, oh no, hang on, it's saying the start of the turn. Yeah, we're at the start of the turn, aren't we? This is a turn for us. Yeah, so it's fine. I thought it maybe meant the start of the round there, but no, start of the turn. So it says you may place as many influence as you like, but no more than 2 in each area during a single turn. Note there can be no more than 5 influence in any area. To place influence in an area that is full, use the relevant covert actions. Okay. No influence may be placed on any distant continent. Right, that's it then. So it's reasonably simple. And I think all I might be wanting to do is just place an influence in either here or here. And it's just to link up that. However, when I first was thinking about this, I started thinking, well, why go for this when it's like got 3 income coming in? Why not pick one of these realms in here? I mean, Magdeburg there is 1. It's got 1 tax. But then we're then only going to be able to... We're then going to use a subjugate card to like vassalize that. You know, when we put the alliance in there, and then we I suppose the alliance would sit in there and be able to do other things with the rest of them, right enough. And my point here was that I would probably need to have more influence in there, so why not use this influence action to put some influence maybe where I might want it. I just don't know the game enough to know. Right now I'm wanting to put an influence either in here or here just to link up my merchant, but should I be taking advantage by placing influence elsewhere? I've got 3 in here already. Is it advantageous to put more in there maybe? I don't know. Like I say, the main purpose is just to try and link up to the merchant. Yeah, and this is probably when you need to know the game better. Yeah. It seems a little bit of a waste of a turn just to do it for this reason, but I don't know. Bear in mind, it's going to cost me 1 diplomatic power, and then we're going to have to spend 3 ducats per each one above that. I mean, I could just keep holding my money and just spend that 1 diplomatic power and be done with it. Yeah. Yeah, well, we just do that. Where's the better one to do it in then? I don't know. Flanders and Wallonia, or the Rhineland here. It's like Austria have a city in the Rhineland. They also have this imperial influence. I think we'll maybe just put it in there. Right, so I'm going to spend... We're going to do this then. Yeah, I've got to learn the game, really. That's what's mainly about this. I know I'm recording a video and it's not really been the way I do things in the past. I have had a good understanding. I've struggled through quite a few of the games I've made playthroughs for. And quite often maybe not played the game for a while if I had played the game. But there's a couple that I've not played the game at all. So I didn't start off with my intention of doing that way, but I found it helps me play the game. It helps me learn the game. So there's some good in it and some bad. Maybe just the good part is from my point of view about learning it. It's maybe not so good if somebody's wanting to watch it and they can see me stumbling along. Right, spending that diplomatic power. Actually, I'm just going to use that cube. Yeah, because that just comes out of my supply, doesn't it? And I'm going to place one influence in here. And it's adjacent to influence in Westphalia here. So that makes it possible. So now that means that we do have a link. Now, where does the merchant need to link to? Is it just back to our home, or is it need to link to one of our cities, towns? Right, hang on. Yeah, there's page 15. The eligibility of a trade action. A player realm may only collect trade income in nodes that are connected to that player realm's capital area through a continuous chain of intermediate areas and/or sea zones containing their towns, vassals, influence, or light ships. So our capital area is here, and you can see we've got a connection of influence right the way through. Now we don't need an influence in here. That's where it's connected. Well, that was my belief anyway. I believe that's us now connected up. So are you just going to leave it at that, or are you going to chuck influence out? I dare say some people are looking and say, oh, you should be putting some influence here as well. Why you're doing that? Because you've got the money to do it. I don't know. Yes, I need to know the game better, for sure. So I'm just going to leave it and save my money, whether that's wrong or not. So it seems a rather weak-ish action, but we could trade again and benefit from this. We could. I don't know. Maybe as a trade action. No, does that cost diplomatic power as well, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Well, but here's the thing. I was thinking about doing the change national focus, and we could end up with 2 diplomatic power and then spend 1 on the subjugate card, and then we could have another action afterwards to do another trade. We're probably going to burn out all our power there though, so whether that's clever or not. Okay, well that's my action over. So let's jump to the Austrian bot then, isn't it? Yeah, give me a sec. Right, so Austrian bot. I think he's going to just play a card again, but let's just double check. No, he's got 3, 6, 8. Well, because we realised Martin pointed out that blunder I made where he should have got an extra couple of bot powers. He's got 8. So it doesn't apply, doesn't apply, doesn't apply, doesn't apply, doesn't apply, does apply. So he's going to draw the bot card and we'll see what's what. Okay, so he's bot number 1. So convert focus expansion, right? So that might go up there. There's 1 bot power. I'm not going to spend this one just now. Because if we don't do the convert, the focus is going to. I suppose it could just remove the cube from the spent pile and put it in the bit. Yeah. Convert. Yeah, I think that's a religion thing, isn't it? Okay, so here's convert action here. So any areas with religious dissent, no. Religious dissent. I think there's a wee marker for that. Right, let's not delve into that. There's not any areas with that. So no. Well, there you go. It's just straightforward. If there's not, then we perform the second action on the card. Right, let me have a quick look then, because that was quick. Yeah, so religious dissent, looking at page 9 here, which is talking about the phase 3 peace and rebels phase G, religious dissent. Players who have a religious dissent, and it says a religion other than their state religion in any of the areas. So, yeah, I mean, that's not happening. It's when religious dissent is on page 38. When a player realm holds provinces in an area with a religion other than that realm's state religion, that area is considered to be in a state of religious dissent for that player realm. Okay, so yeah, we'll maybe come across that as the game goes on, but no. And then we're going to perform the second action on the card, right, which was focus expansion, right, and we're on the same page here actually. Okay, so focus. Is this Austria? Oh, it is. Oh, this is bad then. So, do they have a cube in any focus area already? Well, yes, they do. So you can see up there, although the action is saying focus expansion, it's asking the question first, is there any cubes in any focus area? And there is. There's one in politics. So it's now going to place the spent bot power, the bot power that was spent for this action, in that focus area. So, and that's why we've left this spent bot power. And you can see there's no discard on the cards with this one. So we're going to spend the bot power, but we're going to put it in the focus area. Okay, so there's the bot power, and it's going to go in there. So now they've got 2 in politics. Right, so it moves along. Now, has 2/3 cubes in this focus area. And then the V3, we talked about this earlier in the part, I think. So it depends on the chosen difficulty level. See page 2. And page 2 just shows you, I know I didn't, page 2. Is it page? Oh no, it's page 2 of this book. Sorry. Well, we're going to have a look. And it's just difficulty level. And I just thought we're playing on normal, so we'll go along that line there. Seems like for a first game. So if we were playing easy level right now, then it would need another cube before it's going to trigger. But if we're playing normal, hard, or very hard, you can see it's all just 2 cubes is going to trigger it. And some of these other things do different things. But I'm going to sit on normal. So does it have 2 in the area? It does. So now it's going to milestone matching the focus type. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Milestone matching the focus type is available. Right, the milestones. Right, so there's a bit of a downpour coming in there. Well, not coming in, but outside. It's kind of wild. So is there a milestone matching the focus type available? Well, yeah. Right. Milestones are the ones that are up there. Yeah, okay. So there's the milestones there, and is the one matching the politics available? Well, yes. I don't know why that's saying available though. I don't know what. Wow. Right. Swelled. Hang on, I'll pause a wee bit. I think that's getting a bit wild. Right. Calm down a little bit now, I think. Right, yeah, I'm a bit baffled to why it's saying milestone matching focus type is available, because I'm not really saying with these milestones that you just put the wee tag on here, and then whoever's first to it gets 5 points, whoever's second 3 points, whoever's third gets 1 point. Does it maybe mean that? Yeah, I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not sure there, because I don't think these go away. I'm just wondering if it means maybe if there's been a claim, if somebody's got their first, second and third and then there's no points available to get it. Yeah. Okay. Right, I don't think they don't do anything with that card though, do they? No, because the reason to score this is to actually achieve what is on the card. Like, from my point of view, I would need to have what is on that card, wouldn't I? Have 2+ royal marriages in play, 4 influence in at least 2 of those realms. Yeah, I must have looked at these already and thought they were probably out of range. I should remember these though. Yeah, this is when we first looked across here though, and we looked at that one thinking, can we get our stability 2 higher? But that's not easy as well. The other one, siege 2+ provinces on the same turn. Well, that's a war thing, which we're not really keyed up for anyway. This, right, I'm not sure why when it says if it's available or not. Maybe we'll find out about that. They are going to tag that. Now, they're going to get 5 points for that, sadly. But let's come back down to the flow chart. Yeah, so they've got 2 in the area. Milestone matching focus type is available. If it wasn't available, you can see that they're going to score 3 victory points. They're going to discard all their cubes from the area, and they're going to then they're going to put aside that bot card. It's not reshuffled, and they're going to end the turn. So yeah, maybe somebody can clear that one up for me. If you're watching and you know the answer, why would it be saying it is available? I suppose 5-3, it scores 5-3-1. Like I say, if the 3 players already scored it, would that then make it unavailable to the bot? But then he's still getting a cheeky score of 3 points. I don't know. Anyway, so it is available. We're going to say it is available. So he's going to score the milestone matching focus type. He's going to gain 2 bot power. He's going to score milestone matching focus type, which is politics. He's going to gain 2 bot power, and he's going to score the prestige as normal, right? So it was 5 to reach that one first. Now remember, he's on a -2. So -2 and then another 3. So that's coming off and that's going up. And I think what bothered me about using dice was the fact that these were on minuses. But once Denmark becomes into a plus, I might just move these out of the way and use some dice. And then I can not worry about this area of the board, and it'll be better for me. Right. And they're going to gain 2 bot power. Yeah, so gain another 2 bot power. 1, it's a stretch. There we go it without doing any damage, I think. So another 2 bot power as well. And then it said discard all cubes from the focus area. So now these are not spent, these are just discarded. Oh, I could have just used them, damn it. Right. So we discarded them, and then we put aside that bot card because it's not reshuffled and end the turn. Okay, so discard, put aside the bot card, end the turn. And yeah, that just means that that's going to go beside that other one, and these won't get shuffled down for this age, actually, yeah. Okay, that's the bot over. What about 44 minutes? Yeah, I think we should be able to try and do the Denmark bot as well. Yeah, I think we should. Right, so again, pretty sure it's just going to come down to draw a bot card. Denmark bots got 7 bot power left and 4 that is spent. So doesn't apply, and does apply. Okay, so let's draw a bot card for Denmark. Oh, military, right, okay. So they're going to spend 1 bot power, which I'm just going to do, right? So, what did I say? They had 7, they've now got 6. They've got 6 available, and they've got 5 that are spent. And once the spent is more than the what they've got left, that can do something different. So we're not there yet, but right. So and then they're going to discard the military card. Right, just swing across there at an angle, and we'll discard this. So can we see that, Grant? Tactical retreat. It's got the wee hand symbol, which I think that means reaction. Play during step 6 of a battle. Regain a unit lost as a casualty in this battle round and retreat to an adjacent non-hostile space or friendly port without suffering additional casualty, and or remove 1 ill health token sustained by your general/admiral in this battle. Right, so it's only just in the battle. At first I thought maybe we remove it from any one of them, but no. Regain a lost unit as a casualty. Okay. Him as a general is better than what we've got, though. You'll see he's got 2 white dice. Haven't had any comments on that general we're using with the blue dice, but this guy's probably slightly better. But anyway, he's in the discard pile, the military action. But these are, to be kept an eye on for sure. Right, so military action. Okay, this is a big action. Starting to wonder if we did have time. Well, I do have time. I just don't want the video to creep over an hour by too much, if I can help it. Right, but it might be simpler than we think. What's that bit up the top say? From papal and spy actions, plus bot cards. What cards? What action? Oh yeah, I think that's just telling you about the cards, isn't it? Yeah, because some of them have war on the cards, don't they? Yeah, that's not relevant to what we're doing. Right, so military. Are we at war? And when I'm talking about we, I'm talking about the whose action it is, and that is Denmark. So are they at war? No. Have they got a claim? No. No, there's no claims at the start. There was no claims put down at the start of the game. So no. And we'll find out what these do. I mean, I think one of the time before when I played this, I think that's what I tried to do. I tried to put a claim down and I tried to go to war. I want to say that it actually worked though, so maybe I'm being a bit lame here and maybe we could have been going fighting something, but anyway, we've went the way we have. So has it got a claim? No. Has it got any area with right, what was that one? We'll find out in a second. A battleground area. Any area with battleground area token adjacent to bot? Well, no. Not quite sure what that is though. Curious. Battleground area, page 43. Just a quick look if it's a lot to read or not. Let's go in battleground areas. Oh, hang on. This is under power struggles, which are advanced rules. Yeah, we're not playing any advanced rules. So I think that's maybe where they come in at. Good. Okay, so we don't need to bother with them. Obviously, it's got to be in here because you could be playing with these advanced rules. So no, any area with battleground area token adjacent to bot. No. Bot has a royal marriage with the other side up. Well, no, it's got 2 royal marriages, but they're both. And let me just grab one down there. That's the royal marriage, and then its other side up maybe is called something. Well, it will be called something. Right, so no. Right, and then there's a dice here. Go to military target chart, roll for target. If a non-player realm, place a claim. Right, so we're going to roll a dice and we're going to go to the military target chart. Right. Right, so here's the military targeting chart for Denmark. And yeah, we're going to roll d6 and see what's what. Let me find that d6. Right, let's just roll it and see first. See what we get. A 4. Right. Just shove that out of the way. Shouldn't need it again for a bit. Right, what we got for a 4 then? So we're looking at this top bit. Oh, it's going for Sweden. So, yeah, 2, 3, or 4 would be Sweden. So, is that fine? Is that where we need to stop? No, they can't go to war with Sweden because they've got an alliance with Sweden. They've got an alliance with Sweden and Norway. So, well, let's just look back at the flowchart. I'm not so sure I should be moving on here or not, because I know you can't declare war on a realm that you've got an alliance with. Pretty sure of that one. So go to military chart, roll for a target. If an NPR, which it is, place a claim. Is a target an opponent? No, the opponents to Denmark are Austria and Brandenburg. So target is opponent? No. Right, hang on though, Grant. Should you be keeping going here? I thought it might have said that if we've got an alliance it might stop this, but well, we'll move on. Target is opponent? No. Has less than 4 influence in NPR target's area, and target is eligible. Right, I think we're going to see it here. So there's a wee 1. Where's the 1? It's down the bottom. This is the one I looked at before and I got the wrong bit, because there's no space down the bottom for it there, so it's on to the next page. So it says, see Declaration of War restrictions on page 22 of the main rules to determine target eligibility. Yeah, and this is where we're going to find that it's not eligible because we have an alliance with it. Well, again, I'm saying we. I'm Danish all of a sudden. So declarations of war. You may enter war. Right, yeah, restrictions, Grant. You may not declare war on an ally. There we go. Stop. Don't look any further. Like I say, you've got an alliance with Sweden, an alliance with Norway, so they cannot be the target. So does that mean we roll the dice again then, maybe? Yeah, I think it's going to guide us back to there, isn't it? So has less than 4 influence in non-player realm targets areas. Well, I'm not even looking at that. And target is eligible. We know it is not eligible, so no. Look where we're going. Back down here again. So we're going to roll again. And we're going to try that one again. Okay. Nice and easy, this one. It's on. Oh, told you made a mess of the bot deck there, Grant. Yeah, it's nice and easy. It's on the back of the scenario book, this. Although it's a smaller chart than the other ones because it's on the back page and just squeezed in there. Anyway, so do we... I might just want to go and have a little look here. Because if we can't target Sweden, should we roll a dice in here? Realm and Jutland, Hamburg. See, that could take us to Hamburg. I'm not sure if I re-roll the dice again here from the start, or if I look here. And this is to do with how all this works, which I was a little bit confused about on previous attempts. So here's information on the target and charts. This is on page 6 of the solo book. Each sport realm is a military and diplomatic target and chart when indicated by a bot's action flow chart. Row is standardized to determine the realm targeted by the action. These charts can be found in the scenario booklets. Right. There are 3 types of targets, and this is where I start getting a bit confused, because 3 types of targets in the charts. You've got realms, e.g. Venice or Bohemia. Okay, I get that. Owner of province, e.g. Alexandria. Where's Alexandria? Down here somewhere. No. Owner of province. Yeah. Read as lawful owner of if occupied. And then realm and area, e.g. Rhineland. Realm and area. Okay, so realm in Rhineland. Yeah, because there's different realms within there. Right, okay. And then prefer valid realms with a capital located in this area. Then select valid realms by highest tax. Right, okay. So, placing claims... Well... Right, well, I don't need to look at that. What I'm concerned about now is this bottom bit, invalid targets. Yeah, invalid targets. So what do we do there? If a target realm is not valid, see below. Yeah. Let's just see below first, because that below is invalid military targets. Target is a vassal in another realm. Target is allied with the bot. So there we go. And we worked that out that it's invalid, okay? So roll between children nodes unless a preferred substitute is listed. If no valid descendant nodes, backtrack to sibling nodes, increasing the die value to the next branch with a valid target. Wrap around if necessary. If no valid sibling nodes, backtrack to cousin nodes. Increasing the die value as described above. If a substitute target is invalid, roll between children nodes of the original target. Well, there's just some things that I cannot compute, and that's one of them. Right, so does it talk about... There's no talk about children nodes, sibling nodes, cousin nodes. There, I don't think. So, right, what were you going to go back to there, Grant? No, I just want to look at the actual target chart. Come on, I need more information on that. Some of you out there are probably quite capable of understanding what that means. I mean, children, cousin, sibling. Has it got something to do with the colours there? There's got to be something. There's got to be something else telling me. No, I think... No, I don't know. Okay. I think I need help with this. There's even the stuff that I've just looked up on BGG, it's talked about in a way that, like, it seems quite clear to others how to go about this. let's look again. So targeting charts, right? Well, I don't need to look at that again. I know that. It's the bit, yeah, it's the invalid targets bit. That's. I was trying to keep the chart there as well, but I'm not going to be able to squeeze that in. So, if the target realm is not valid, see below. Right, we know it's not valid, okay? So I don't need to see below. We roll between children nodes unless a preferred substitute is listed. Okay, right, and although I'm finding that difficult to understand, we've rolled here and we've reached here and it's invalid. So we roll between children nodes, I believe, means that we roll from Sweden here. And a 1 would take us to Hamburg, a 2, 3, 4 realm in Jutland, and a 5 or 6 would take us to a realm in Pomerania. I think that's where we're at right now. I mean, as for siblings and cousins, sorry, but I know I'm laughing here, but I shouldn't be. Because somebody's probably going to come along and tell me it's quite simple what that means, but... So just reading on, just keeping that in view then, and reading on myself. I think that's where we're at, but let's just read on myself. If no valid descendant nodes, you backtrack to sibling nodes, increasing the die value to the next branch with a valid target. Wrap around if necessary. And then it carries on, although I'm lost already, but if no valid sibling nodes, backtrack to cousin nodes, and then in brackets, increasing the die value as described above. If a substitute target is invalid, roll between children nodes of the original target. Right, sorry, I'd like some help with that. If anybody's watching and can explain that to me in terms that, I don't know, don't talk about children and cousins. Maybe it needs to be talked about that way. I mean, there's the thing is, there's colours there. Some of the arrows are black, some of them are the colours, I think, of... Yeah, the coloured arrows are from the coloured areas. I don't know. Am I missing a bit? That... I mean, these are targeting charts, but these are bots. These are only going to be in the solo part of the game. Yeah, I'm a bit lost there. So, right, I'm at an hour, but I still believe that we've rolled the dice and landed on Sweden, and now we'll look at the children nodes of Sweden. And going by what I've read a bit of, I think that means that we roll a dice from Sweden. Because, okay, children are going to come down the way it's like you've got your main... it's a descendant of where it all came from. It's in... what was the word? No, you know what? A family tree sort of thing, isn't it? Family tree sort of thing. We start there and we come down, and children, I mean, cousins and siblings. If it was just talking children, I could maybe get that. So we come here and then we look at the children of Sweden and roll on that. But then the other ones... So will we roll on this, or will we just stop here? It might be a good idea just to wait here, I think. I could post the question, of course, and then I was talking about going on to the Discord to try and find out. I don't know how to... I feel a bit reluctant to go and ask this question, because I thought I would type into BGG targeting charts, and I would find a flood of information about like how other people aren't quite understanding these, but I didn't really get that. there's a few bits and bobs, but like, to be honest, the guy Roberto who was involved in this game, wasn't he? His name's in the credits somewhere. He's done a lot of videos as well. Roberto, I can't remember the second name. Sorry. He's well keyed up on the rules and whatever. He answered one of the questions on it, but sort of initially quoted just what I've read, which doesn't help, but then explained it a little bit after that, and I started grasping. That's when I got the bit that from Sweden we would then roll again there because of the children nodes from Sweden, I think. But then I was just getting lost after that. I was like, yeah, I could roll right now here, and we could hit Hamburg, and then that would probably work. Hamburg is we could probably place a claim in there, and a realm in Jutland. I don't think we could because we've got everybody covered in Jutland. Basically, Denmark controls everything in Jutland. Owner of Danzig. Where's Danzig? Is that the one in Prussia? Yeah, it is. That's kind of one of the ones we had our eye on. So, the owner of Danzig would be Prussia, which is a non-polar realm. So I think that would be a target as well. But I don't know. I mean, oh, hang on. How did I get to owner of Danzig? Sorry, I've jumped a step there, haven't I? I've jumped a cousin or a son or a something. I've jumped something there. Sorry, I'm not trying to mock this. I'm just like I'm just not getting it. I'm sure it's simple. It doesn't look simple. And the words weren't making it simple for me. So we're going to have to find out more about this, I think. I think I'm just going to stop the video there. But it's a bit of a shame. So we're on Denmark's turn, and yeah, I'm going to have to make some kind of mark. Denmark, give me a red cube. And let's just put that red cube beside Sweden there. Hopefully that'll jog my memory to where we're at. I do have the video footage to look back on, but I'll leave that there like that. I don't know if to try and go and question this or not, leave it on the video. The problem with leaving it on the video is, and if I don't get a question out there to ask, then if I want to play any more, which I don't think I'm going to do tonight anyway, but if I did want to, I kind of need to know the answer to this, don't I? I suppose I could roll the dice on this just now, and if we hit Hamburg or Realm in Pomerania, if we hit Realm in Jutland, that's going to be invalid. Well, I suppose, here's the thing, yeah. Is that a sibling move from there to there, from there to Hamburg? Because there's nothing, if you hit a realm in Jutland, and if there's no... I mean, it's a bit strange that a realm in Jutland is a target, because they start, well, mind you, they might not start with that. This scenario, they start with full control of Jutland, don't they? So I suppose if you hit Jutland and it's invalid, does that mean you automatically go to Hamburg? Is that what that means? Right, okay. Well, I'll think about what to do about and before I start again. Yeah, or just try and make my mind up how I feel it should work, but it'd be better to get a clear answer on this. It's a bit tricky for me anyway. I'm struggling a bit with it. I don't know, I could be missing something simple. It is possible that there's a simple way of looking at that, but kind of struggling with it. Okay, I'll leave it for now, and I'll be back with the next part sometime soon. Okay, cheers.